Okay, we've already done this once, but I went to edit it and I didn't like what it was, so we're doing it again. Hi guys! So we're going to talk about something I have actually talked about on my channel before, and it is actually about like self-image and self-worth. Now, I've said in other videos that for as long as I remember, I've always hated myself. I hated how I looked, how I dressed, how I talked, and it seemed that there was never going to be a way for me to get over that and start to like myself. But strangely, and I feel guilty for saying this, is that over lockdown, I truly hit my glow up. It took a pandemic for me to have a glow up, but alas, here I am. And really, I think it's because during lockdowns I had nothing to do but begin to accept and like myself, because I wasn't going out and seeing other people, I wasn't leaving the house much. I really just did a lot of self-reflection on myself and why I viewed myself the way I did. I thought that loving myself meant that I had to like everything about myself and that I needed to have no flaws whatsoever, and that I needed to think that I was perfect and that nothing was wrong with me. And that's for years stopped me from actually liking myself, because what I was thinking just wasn't attainable. I'm only human and I have my flaws. Like, I can be a complete and utter at times. Instead, I realized I had to just accept myself for who I was instead of forcing myself to be someone I wasn't. I couldn't pretend to be someone I wasn't. I couldn't pretend that I knew all the answers and was completely put together. I had to admit that sometimes I am a mess and sometimes I don't know what I'm doing, because I went through my whole life with the kind of ideology of fake it till you make it, and at one point I would make it and I wouldn't have to fake it anymore. But the older I get, the more I realise that no one really knows what they're doing. Like, we're all just kind of stumbling through life trying to like just figure out what's going on, and we get there eventually. Now, that being said, I can still dislike parts of me and still love myself at the same time. Like, they're not mutually exclusive. I don't have to love myself in spite of parts of me that I don't like or anything. I can like myself while still acknowledging that there are parts of me that I don't like. That's the whole point of liking yourself, is that you accept that you come with flaws and that you are a flawed human being. That's what being human is. But being able to like myself meant that I can identify what I don't like about myself and change it instead of hating myself for being that way. For example, I'm currently at the heaviest weight I've ever been. I know I don't look it, but I am currently the heaviest I've ever been. In the past, I would have gotten really down on myself and being like, oh, you're so fat and you're so lazy and why are you like this, and you'll never change, it's never gonna happen because it's been years and nothing's changed. But instead, I'm accepting that yes, that is my weight, and if I want to, I can change it. Now, I do want to change that, so I'm just taking steps in order to do so, as everyone else does when they want to lose weight. But I no longer hang my entire self-worth on what I weigh and what I look like, because it's my body and I'm not going to abuse it just because it doesn't look the way that I want it to. For years I identified myself as the fat friend. I've said before, the movie The Duff, I really identified with that because I was the Duff. But it's really time that I stopped looking so negatively at myself, because I wouldn't say those things to my friends, so why am I saying them to myself? Why am I constantly tearing myself down when I wouldn't tear my friends down? My mum always said, if you can't change a situation, change your attitude towards it. And I can't change my weight overnight. I can't change the things I don't like about myself overnight. So what I have to do is change my attitude towards myself. It's been a more recent thing that I've been more open with being confident and liking myself. I keep joking that I cut my hair and then suddenly became like really narcissistic, but it was a change that I wanted to do for years. I finally built up enough confidence to just do it and just cut my hair and do what I wanted to do for years. And I really liked my short hair, and I realised that for years like I hid behind long hair. Like my characteristic was the long curly haired girl. Once I cut my hair I was like, yeah, I'm actually kind of attractive, maybe. And really, even if no one else feels that way, I feel that way, so that's all that matters. That's another thing. I stopped placing importance on other people's opinions of me and what they thought of me. I no longer, like, there's still a little bit of it when I grow out, but mostly if I'm wearing something, I'm not thinking, oh, what if someone doesn't like what I'm wearing? What if they think I look stupid? What if they think my makeup is stupid? What if they think my hair colour's stupid or whatever? People's opinions no longer have the same hold on me because I like what I look like. And as long as I like myself, nobody else's opinion really matters. For example, the last place I worked, at Halloween we were allowed to come in like dressed up, and I did like outrageous makeup. I did like Harley Quinn makeup, I did Beetlejuice makeup, and those were my first like adventures into brightly coloured makeup. And I came down the stairs, and because Harley Quinn, she's like quite pale and white, and I literally had a white face paint base on, and my mum said, but what if people think you look like that all the time? What if people see that makeup and don't connect it to a character and think that's just what you look like? And I looked at her and said, so what? I like what I look like. I'm finding fun with this. This is fun for me. So it doesn't matter what everyone else thinks. And that was really part of me becoming more confident and showing it, and really continuing to like step out and just be myself. I no longer was hiding behind who I thought I should be, and I just was myself instead. Now, I don't think I'm God's gift to humanity, but I do actually think I look good. And seeing as it's been years, and this is the first time in years I've actually felt that way, I'm going to hold on to that. But I don't think I'm perfect. I don't think I'm a solid 10. I don't wake up and think that everyone should like bow down to me because I look hot. But I do think I'm someone worthy of value and respect. My glow up was my confidence in myself. I haven't physically changed. I haven't lost the weight, as I said. I'm my largest size. But my glow up is my confidence in myself. My confidence in my own skills and that I know what I'm doing. My confidence to speak up for myself and to defend my actions. And to say damn the consequences. To say damn other people's opinions, because what matters is what I think of myself. One thing that really helped me become more positive in myself was this. I call it my wee happy jar. And if you see in there, it's got wee hearts in it. Every day I write something positive that's happened that day. Something fun, something that made me happy, something that made me smile. And I fold it into a wee heart, like I write it on a square. I write it, fold it in a heart and pop it in. And it's a small thing that's just made me have a way more positive outlook. I'm already a positive person, but like lockdown hit and I got a bit more negative, and then I thought, you know, I'd change that. So really, in conclusion, I had to show myself that I could do the things that I always kind of put off and thought I could never do because I was the only person standing in my way. I thought, I can't wear coloured eyeshadow because I'm going to look silly and people are going to laugh at me. And then I wore it and was like, I'm the only person who thinks that of myself. Most people are probably not passing any remarks, and you know, when I wore them I had little kids come in and be like, she has pink eyeshadow, and really the joy that I got from that meant that I was going to keep doing that. But I'm constantly now doing things that scare me. I facilitated a talk that I was really scared to do because I did not want to mess it up, but I did it, and the only person who could tell I was nervous was the leader of the group, because she knows me, she knows what I'm like when I'm nervous. But everyone else just thought that I was like really confident, and I was really confident in it, and then I was just cracking jokes, and I was at that point cracking a joke to like hide my nervousness, but it kind of paid off. So what is the point in this video? I mean, I keep saying that I don't place value in other people's opinions, but you know how like there's a part of your brain that's all like, I don't need others' validation, but also I'm like, validation please? I would like that please? Give me the validation. That's not this. I just view my channel as me growing, my development, my growth. And I do talk about more personal things, and honesty and being honest with myself, and it's being able to look at myself and see that I have changed and I have grown and I've become more confident in myself. So comment down below any other videos and what you thought of this video, click the bell to subscribe and get notifications, and I will see you all next time.